Hey folks, Bob Thibodeau here with FaithCasters again as we're going through the 10 problems faced by podcast entrepreneurs today. Yesterday we talked about lack of podcasting experience. Today I want to talk to you about finding the right guest. You just can't reach out and interview any Tom, Dick, and Harry if your audience is not interested in what they have to say. You need to focus in on your niche, on what your audience is looking for. Okay. So when you are trying to find the right guests, you have to do the research. You have to network with other podcasters, other guests, network on social media platforms. First, you have to identify your target audience. Who is it you're trying to reach and why? And then create a list of potential guests who can provide valuable insights to your audience. Folks, these podcasts are not about you. These interviews are not about you. A podcaster may be interviewing you, but that podcaster is interested in meeting a need for their audience, giving information to their audience. When you're doing a podcast, you should be reaching out to people who will bless your audience as well. So be sure you start networking and going on these social media platforms to find good guests who will be a blessing to your audience and provide valuable insights to your audience. And like I said, leverage social media. Go to industry events, podcast conferences, online or in person. Networking platforms to connect with potential guests, such as FaithCasters, the FaithCasters Connections newsletter. Link to us down below in the show notes. A Christian-only networking platform that brings together great Christian podcasters with great Christian guests. Amen. And be sure you write a compelling, personalized invitation to the guest or to the podcaster, explaining the benefits of appearing on your podcast for another guest or why this podcaster should be interested in interviewing you. Emphasize the exposure you'll give them and how it aligns with their goals. Build relationships with your guests or with the podcast hosts that you're appearing on their programs, because this can lead to future referrals and a network of influential individuals who might contribute to your show, your business, your program, whatever it is you're trying to do. And you'll be surprised when you start reaching out like this at the collaboration that's going to take place. You'll be surprised at the connections you're going to make. You'll be surprised you'll be able to collaborate together on certain projects, maybe holding a joint venture or a webinar or something like that that blesses you and the other person. These are just several of the opportunities just off the top of my head. You need to make sure, though, that you're reaching your audience. If you have a podcast, we'll just use it for auto repair. You should be interviewing people who make designer dresses. Okay. Some women would like that stuff. In today's day and time, some men might like that stuff too. But it's not going to help an audience where you're trying to teach them how to fix a car. All right. That's my point. You just can't invite any guest on your program. You have to meet the need of your audience. All right. Drop down the show notes, click the link right there. Be sure to share this episode with your social media. Get the word out. Help us to get the word out about podcasting, about being a guest on podcasts and interviewing people on podcasts. And to help do that, be sure that you sign up for the FaithCasters Connections newsletter. Drop down below, add your profile to our platform so you can be found. People are coming there every day looking for people to interview, and they're also looking for podcasts to be interviewed on. So list your profile on our platform and start reaping the benefits of this mutual collaboration. All right. Till next time, Pastor Bob remind you, be blessed in all that you do.